Let's talk about another tool I believe everyone should have in their arsenal. Before I do that, let me explain to you guys my standard, okay? Because I've gotten a comment from a friend of mine that I must be getting kickbacks from Harbor Freight. I am not getting kickbacks from Harbor Freight. I am going to give you, and I promise to give you, my absolute honest review of every single tool I get. If I make an initial review and I find out something else, especially a defect, I'm going to pass it on to the consumer because I am a consumer and I don't work for these tool companies. I work for you. Even if somebody does send me a free tool that, with the expectation that I review it and put it online so everybody checks it out, I'm going to tear that tool to pieces. I'm going to look inside of it. I'm going to find every single material issue and I'm going to pass it on to you so that you know, so that you don't waste your hard-earned money buying this tool and it to turn out to be a complete piece of garbage. I'm going to watch out for you guys. I don't work for these tool companies. That's the end, period. So this tool I find very useful. I've had other ones that are smaller than this, little square ones that I picked up, from the dollar store or whatever. They work. They're not as big as this one. This one, and I got it at Harbor Freight because it says it right there, harborfreight.com. They did a little product placement on their own dealie here, and it's good for them because it's nice and shiny and brand new. I just picked this up. It makes a good magnet to hold up their flyer. And this is important. So if you're going to be shopping, use your head, folks. Look for coupons. Be thrifty. If you're not thrifty, you're throwing your money in the garbage. Okay, so this is the 6-inch magnetic parts holder. All right, it says compare at $7.30. That means at most other stores where you can get a comparable product, not this one, you're going to pay $7.30. And I have checked this. I've researched the difference between Harbor Freight products and ones at Lowe's, and sometimes they're very close. But this price is pretty much spot on. They're pretty accurate with that. So this tool here, they're offering you today $2.99. So $3 for this versus we'll round up and say $7.50. So that is less than half price for this with this sticker. And the 59% off with coupon, that is according to this price. They're not going to tell you the normal price 50% off there. That's 59% off of this price, not the normal one that you can buy this in the store for. So when it comes to customer ratings, when I see this 5-star out of 5 rating here, I say this is a good tool. This is one worth looking at. Sometimes they fudge the numbers a little bit and they'll change the part numbers, and you'll get some reviews on the new one where it's like 5 reviews and everybody in that group of 5 will give a 5-star rating and they'll call it good. So you have to be careful. Sometimes they'll list the tool twice on their website and they'll call the better review the actual review. So you got to do the product research before you do this. Always do your research before you spend your hard-earned money on tools. Always. But this is a fantastic tool. It works. You can see it's holding itself up with a magnet under its own weight. It's pretty stiff on there. Okay. What else can you say? I'm going to pull this off and show you the features of this. There's not much to do. It sticks to the steel drawer. Okay? It sticks vertically. I've used this one under a vehicle and stuck it to the frame of the vehicle, and it's stuck there and it held there, and I can take all the tools out of all the fasteners out of the vehicle. I have multiple of these trays, so I can segregate the different parts that I want in each one. I would buy a bunch of these and stick them in each location where you're taking fasteners out so that you can organize the fasteners upside down underneath of a vehicle that you're working on, or whatever else you're working on that is steel, because they're magnets and you have to have a ferrous material to stick them to. So these are stainless steel. you know, they're not going to rust on you. They're going to last a long time. This label, I'm sure it's going to rub off very shortly. Harbor Freight doesn't put their labels on there very well because they're not very proud of their products. Some of their products, like this one, they should be. I wouldn't mind if they stamp their name into the steel, so even with a grinder, you know, I would have to try to get it out of there. This is a quality product, Harbor Freight. Put your name on it and be proud of it. The bottom here, okay, so it's a magnet. This is the magnet. It's fairly large, okay? It's covered in this rubber protective thingy that goes, it's shaped like the magnet. It goes on there. It's a thingy. There's no fucking name for it. It's just a thing that goes on the magnet and it protects it. Why is the rubber important? Well, rubber absorbs shock. Everybody knows rubber is squishy. How do magnets fail? Well, if you heat them up, okay, they fail. They'll not be magnets anymore. You're not going to do that with this tool. I wouldn't put a blowtorch to it. If you're going to stick a blowtorch to this, you're probably going to ruin the magnet, and it's just going to be a dog bowl. You don't need a dog bowl when you buy this, even though that would be a pretty effective dog bowl. Probably not for a big dog, maybe like a Chihuahua. But, all right, so the squishy, that's the important part. It's squishy. It's rubber. It's squishy. It's grippy. Rubber means that it grips. So it's not gonna, you know, slide very easily. This is taking some effort to slide it back and forth. That matters. The other issue, another way that magnets fail, is when you slam them into other things. Okay, if you hit a magnet, it's going to lose its magnetism and it's not going to be as strong, and or not be a magnet anymore completely. So when you throw it on the bottom of a car like that, this rubber absorbs some of that shock. It's not going to crack the magnet. It's not going to demagnetize the magnet. And it's going to prevent the magnet, whatever it's made out of, from corrosion because it's sealed in this nice rubber. You know, ideally, it should protect from scratching any surface that you put it on. Make sure it's clean before you do that. Otherwise, it's sandpaper. But it works. It works. It's stainless steel rubber. The stainless steel doesn't rust. The rubber protects the magnet. What more can you ask for from a magnetic bowl that is 6 inches wide and can hold pretty much all of your one job in here worth of fasteners? Obviously, the big parts are not going to fit in here. It's too small. Don't try that. It doesn't make sense. To show you how strong the magnet is in here, I have prepared this magnetic tray, the equal to this one size, full of giant, heavy, deep socket impact sockets. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. All right. Do you think they're going to fall out? Well, let's see. There it is. Sideways. Vertical. Hanging on a vertical surface. None of these. Okay, well, I overdid it there. You're not going to do... Just pick up your parts. Put them back on. Like so. Where's the other one? Let's get that one. Okay. There they are. They're all holding in place vertically. Let's turn it upside down so you guys don't think I'm cheesing on you. All right. A couple fell out. These are huge. These are... What more do you want, though? I mean... How much stuff are you going to need to put in here? If you have that much stuff that weighs that much... You can stick it and it stays on. I shook it before. You can put a whole lot of stuff in there. That's the point. Okay, you're not... If you're putting this much stuff in it... Let's look at this again. See the price. Let's see how cheap you are to complain. $3. $3 here. You can get another one and divide your stuff in half. Okay. What do you want more than this? Again, magnets. I would love it if they were the most powerful magnets in the entire world, and you could pull planets around. You're not going to get that with a tiny little tray. These trays are adequate. Very adequate. Okay? But if you don't have these, you need them. In my opinion, you need these in your garage, especially if you work on vehicles. There is nothing worse than putting a fastener down next to you and then going back to work and forgetting about that fastener and then having to search in the dirt beside your car because you might have possibly kicked it to find that one fastener that is so vital. You could have just stuck that fastener on here and then pulled it back off and put it in where you need it to go. Buy these. I don't know why you wouldn't. Okay, this is totally worth it. This is a good product. I tested some products of theirs, and you can see that in my other videos. They're not good products. This product is good. All right, very good. Buy this product. Have an outstanding day. And don't be stupid when you're buying tools. I love you guys. Have a good one. I'm out.